Hello dear students. So in this class we will learn what is geometry. Okay, the word geo, Geometry, geometry. Okay students, first we will see the topic. First we will understand what is geometry. Okay, the word here it is geo. It has been derived. The word geo has been derived from word geography. Okay, word geo means here shapes. Okay, geo means shapes. S-H-A-P-E-S, shapes. Okay, and metry. Metry means measurement. Metry means measurement. In mathematical term, metry means measurement. MEASUREMENT, measurement. Okay, geometry means shape. How an object or things had been made. What are the things required to make an object? For example, taking the example of this glass. Okay, this glass is in cylindrical shape. Okay, so what are the things required to make a cylindrical or a cone or a cuboid, rectangle, and so on? Okay, first we will learn point. Point is one of the important thing needed to make a things or an object. Okay, first we will learn what is point. So point, in other words, we can tell point as a dot. Point as a dot. Okay, D-O-T dot. Or so this one dot or a point. The symbol of dot or a point is this one. Okay, this one is symbol. Actually, due to this big space, here the dot will be this one. I am making this one. Okay, so first we will learn what is a point. Point is an exact location. Point is an exact location. Okay. Point is an exact, E-X-A-C-T, exact location. Now understand. Point is an exact location. Suppose if I will ask your address, where is your house, or if you will ask me where is your house, so definitely I will give you one address. Maybe Bihar, in Bihar, Khagadia district. Okay, so this and this village or this, that will be the nearby the post office. That will be the exact location. That will be the exact location. So here point means point is an exact location. So the things that we will see as a point is star. Okay, so when we see from the earth, surface ground of the earth, the stars or moons or suns, this becomes as a point. This becomes as a point. Okay, so now we will go in next point, that is line. Okay, now we will see what is line. So see here students, line, actually line, it is a part of a point. It is a part of a point. Suppose if we will draw this point, if we will extend it at a left side, okay, at the left side, it will goes on and on. If we will imagine there is no walls, there is a big space, so lines, what happens, it goes on and on a point. So suppose if we will take a line on a right hand side, the line goes on and on. Okay, now see definition of line. Line is a path of a point. Path of a point which goes on and on both sides. On both sides. on both sides. Okay. So line is a path which extends on a both sides, whether it may be on left side, whether it may be on right side. Okay, line goes on and extends on. Okay, so now the third point we will learn in geometry what is line segment. Line segment, SEGMENT, line segment. Here student, you are clear about line. Now we will see the word of what is the meaning of segment first. Okay, so that you will be clear what is a line segment. So first see here, what is the meaning of segment? First, segment means pieces. Segment means pieces. PIECES, pieces. ओके, अंदर वाला शांत नहीं, ये पीस यानी टुकड़ा टुकड़ा. इसको दिस पीस मीन्स piece of an object, टुकड़ा टुकड़ा. ओके, टुकड़ा. Okay, now we will learn what is a line segment. Line segment means, now in definition itself there is a word segment, piece. So part of a part of a line is called line segment. Part of a line is called line segment. Okay, suppose this is one line. Okay, if we will mark it as a 2 centimeter, if we will cut it 2 centimeter, so this becomes the line segment. So this becomes the line segment. So if we will suppose, if I will ask you what is the line segment here, it is 2 centimeter. It is 2 centimeter. Okay, now we will go to next point, that is plane. PLANE, plane. So students, are you all understanding this? What are the things required to be and shapes? First thing we need point, second thing we need lines, third thing we need line segment, and fourthly plane. We will learn what is a plane in geometry. Okay, so plane, as you can see the example of here also, this is all the planes whatever I write it not happen this one like up and down, it doesn't comes up and down. So this is an example of plane. Desk, table, top of a table is an example of plane, or a road, airport, and railway tracks are always on a plane. It has been now due to the new generation plane now in everywhere, in hilly sides also airports are available, railways are available. Yes or no? So flat surface. Okay, flat surface is called plane, or flat surface is called plane. Okay, now last point, to be an object, last thing required is ray. We will learn what is a ray. Okay, so the fifth point is ray. RAY, ray. Now the fifth point we will see what is a ray. Okay, ray or rays. Once see, to understand ray, I will explain it in easy form. See, this is sun. This is sun. In morning time or afternoon time, you have observed that rays coming from the sun, or lights coming from the sun to down to the earth. See here, light always travel in a straight line. Light always travels in a straight line, or a straight path. Okay, you have observed. If you will take the example to observe it, you can take an one round pipe. Okay, then you can observe it. Through that you will be able to see lights. Okay, you will be able to see the lights. In next case, you take one bent rod or a bent pipe which has a hole or a cylindrical shape in the middle. What happens if it will be bent? We will be unable to see that. If this one will be bent, we will be unable to see the light. So all light always travels in a straight line or a path. Okay, now we will see ray. Okay, so lights always travels in a straight line. Okay, so now we will understand ray. Okay, so as you can see, this all the rays are coming in a straight line. Actually, what it is forming? It is forming an angle. What it is forming? It is forming an angle. See here, actually. Suppose these lines are going. These lines are going here from here and one from here. Taking it as a point here. Taking it as a point here. It forms an angle. It forms an angle. Now, to understand ray is a two line. When two lines intersect at a point, this is an imaginary line. Okay, intersect at a point, it forms an angle that is known as a ray. So naming it, it becomes AOB. Okay, so straight line coming from the sun. Straight lines coming from the sun is known as, is an example of ray. Okay, but you can take another example, that is torch. Okay, we have seen the torch. What happens from there? Light comes, it travels in a straight. Yes or no? Actually, it will seem like that. Actually, it is traveling in a straight line. It is traveling in a straight line. Any lines coming from one source and it doesn't has end. When it will end, the days when it will end, there is no definite guarantee. Okay, if it will bounce on a surface, it will get deflect. It will get reflect. So I mean to say, ray is a line. Ray is a line which has no end point. Which has no end point. Okay, which has no end point is known as a ray. As I have told you, these lights coming from the torch or lights coming from the sun. Lights coming from the sun is known as, you can take as an example of a ray. Okay, so this becomes okay. Now next thing to explain you is lines. As I told you, line is an, okay, it starts from one point and it goes on and on both sides. So line, types of lines Li and ES lines. Okay, so there are three types of lines. Okay, three types of line. There are three types of line. First one is straight line. STRAIGHT. Straight line. LINE. So straight line, as you can see, this is an example of straight line. Okay, then next one is curved line. CURVE, curved line. LINE. Curved line. Curved line means this one. The bended shape is known as curved line. So this became the one example. We have seen the roads like this. Yes or no? This becomes the curved line. This is an example of curved line. So this straight line, when it will be, see here, taking it as an example here of straight line one. Suppose this is a road. Okay, this is a road and this is a vehicle. Okay, this one is a vehicle. Suppose So this plane line we can call it as a horizontal line. Okay, HORIZONTAL, horizontal line. Okay, straight line is also known as horizontal line, and next one is curved line, and third one is vertical line. Third one is vertical line. Vertical line. Vertical line. You can take an example of vertical line. So you have seen the trees are always straight upward. Straight upward. Okay. Trees are always straight upward from the soil. Okay. So this is an example tree. Okay. So these lines, this straight lines is known as a vertical line. This straight upward line is known as vertical line, and straight line which is in a axis of east to west is known as horizontal line. Okay, now everyone see here. Firstly, to be an object, for example, taking as an example of this cylindrical shape, we require lines, points. Okay, lines, points, line segments, ray. Okay, these are all are the things that require to be an object. So firstly we have learned what is an point. Point is an exact location. Okay, point is an exact location. I told you the example of point, distance from the earth to the star becomes an point. Stars, moon, suns, this becomes an point. Okay, so in next we have learned what is line. What is line? Line goes on the both sides. The path of a point. It is a path of a point. So next third thing we learned is what is line segment. Line segment. The word segment itself derives pieces. The word segment itself derives pieces. So line segment means piece of a line is known as line segment. So fourth point we have learned or covered, that is plane. A plane is a flat surface. Plane is a flat surface. As you have seen the railway track, it is on a plane. Maximum it is on a plane. Okay, roads are plane. Okay, in plain side, for example, you will see in Bihar, UP, Jharkhand side. This states is basically known as a plain sites also. So fifth point we learned is ray. I have shown you the example, lights coming from the suns, the rays coming from the suns, this becomes an ray. Actually it is a line, it comes from one source, as you can take the example of torch also. If you put on the light of the torch, the focus of the light, it travels on a straight path. Okay, so and in next we learn types of line. First type of line is horizontal line. This type, okay, horizontal line means so east to west. Okay, traveling from east to west, we can call it as a horizontal line. Traveling from north to south, we can call it as a vertical line. Okay, then next line is curved line, which are not in a plane, which have bended line, is known as a curved line. So student, thank you this much for today. If you like this way of teaching, so give comments. Okay.